Well, opponents of President Donald Trump's administration hit the streets in response to Trump's planned military parade in D.C. this evening. It also happens to be Trump's 79th birthday and Flag Day. Right here in Tulsa, several are making their voices heard all across the city. Our teams are out across the area right now, listening to what demonstrators have to say. First, we're sending it over to our Douglas Braff, who's near Woodland Hills Mall. And Douglas, what's it like out there?
Well, I can certainly tell you one thing. It is loud. It's a cacophony of honking as well as cheering. In fact, there's times where I was having a bit of trouble hearing you. There's hundreds of people here, stretched all the way from 71st and Memorial, all the way down to that particular entrance over there to the Woodland Hills Mall. But what I can tell you is the people here have been lined up well before the 3 p.m. start time. Looking at all the different signs that people are waving at, passing by drivers, it's clear many different things are driving people onto the streets today. Whether it's fears about authoritarianism or reproductive rights, everybody is here for a reason, and I listened to people about what specifically brought them to this protest. What's bringing you here today?
So the reason I'm here is I am sick and tired of this racism in our country, the bigotry, the ignorance. It does not make America great.
So I think our voices being heard today is benefiting everybody, not just us, but the people who don't know what they're fighting for.
They're definitely getting lots of attention, whether it's passersby whipping out cell phones or honking at the crowd. The energy has certainly been consistently high this afternoon. It's been peaceful at this intersection so far, while this protest was slated to originally end at 5 p.m. It looks like things are still going strong here. There was also a protest downtown this afternoon. That's where we find 2 News Oklahoma's Brody Myers. Now, Brody, how were things this afternoon?
They got a little loud, they got a little rowdy, they got a little passionate, but all things told not too bad. I didn't see police make any kind of arrests. I didn't see any physical altercations. Things stayed pretty calm here downtown near the library and the courthouse. At its height, around 12:30 or 1 o'clock, I'd say there were about 1,500 people on hand, and that crowd started to taper off as we got closer to its 3 o'clock end. There wasn't really any kind of central rallying cry, no formal speeches, just a lot of yelling, chanting, and honking, and Jessica Orvis was among the protesters. Do you think a protest like this can actually cause notable change?
Absolutely. It has historically. Why wouldn't it now?
Are they just standing there like speakers? Tulsa police were stationed all around the event, ready to take action if need be. Thankfully, they did not have to. As for counter-protesters, a handful of people, maybe 4 or 5, passed through with Trump flags, but there was no kind of organized counter-protest. All in all, people came here, they made their voices home, they packed up, and they went home. Meanwhile, Samson Tamajani is joining us from Midtown at 41st and Yale. Samson?
Yeah, Brody, just like where you were earlier today, the rain and even lightning was pretty daunting at times around this intersection, but it didn't stop anyone from making their way out over here to Midtown. Let's take a look at some of what we saw earlier today from around noon, really before noon, till about 2:30. This crowd probably totaling around 600 to 700, covering the sidewalks on all sides of 41st and Yale by the old Promenade Mall. Keep in mind, this is a very busy intersection, especially on a Saturday. I asked those in the crowd what message they hope to send, given that they live in a county and a state that voted for Donald Trump for president 3 times. Here's what a couple of them told me.
Well, it shows that the other side is out here, and a lot of these things that have been happening are just squeaking by a small margin. So putting your voice out there is going to make a difference.
It's not just about red versus blue. It's about up versus down. We are not millionaires. We are not billionaires. We likely will never be.
Yeah, everyone has since called it a day. As of now, there's no one out here behind me, just the cars in the intersection. And there also was no police presence here either that I could observe. And really, there wasn't any real need either. No confrontations of any sort to report. For now, live in Midtown, Samson Tamajani, 2 News, Oklahoma.